Hey guys, we're out here today at the pickup truck in the front yard. Today's video is a sponsored video by a company named Garvee.com, www.garvee.com. They reached out to me a couple weeks ago and asked me if I'd be interested in a set of these pallet rake forks. And I said, yes, that is something I would be interested in. The reason I'm interested in it, I don't have a grapple for my tractor. So this is going to be like a poor man's grapple, I'm going to call it. It's going to be like a brush rake. In fact, that's what it is. Right now, it's going for $236.99 on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description where you can get it, but let's unbox it. I'm a little concerned. We have some big holes in it. They call these, the actual technical name is debris forks. Looks like we're going to have everything. Let's get these on. First thing I notice is it is thick. Let's see how thick this steel is. That's 3/8, 385,000, so almost 3/8. That's quarter. $30 inches and 24 inches, 5 tines. Inches. Oh, just by eyeballing, 10 1/4. Again, it was 42 across. My bucket is 64 inches. We'll see how it holds up. See what it does to my bucket. There's no way I'm going to use this for weight on my bucket. This is going to be for just logs, picking up firewood logs. Because I don't have a rock bucket or a firewood bucket. And also picking up brush. I don't have a grapple, so let's see what we can do with this. Let's see what kind of trouble we get ourselves into. But I have some brush in the backyard. I'm gonna go play with it and see what happens. Like any tool, you use it what it's intended for, it will probably hold up. I mean, it looks like it's really built well. The welds look well. They look like they're really good welds, and it seems to be pretty thick. And I'm going to say, I didn't weigh it, but I bet it weighs 90 pounds, closer to 100 pounds. Okay, let's get this set up. Let's pick these logs up right here, if we can. give you a good look at them. They held up. It slid in my bucket. And that's my fault. I didn't have them clamped down, but all the tines are still straight. I didn't bend any. I worked it pretty hard. You got to keep in mind, these aren't pallet forks. This is designed for buckets 42 to 48. I wish I would have gotten the longer ones, to be honest with you. I think it would be a lot easier to use as a debris fork. But with that being said, this 4 foot model, you saw it did well. Is this a replacement for a grapple? If you're poor like me, yeah. You know, I'm retired, I'm on fixed income, so I'm not spending $2,000 on a grapple, and I don't have hydraulics up front other than my bucket. It's my tilt feature. So I would need to put a third function on this or a diverter valve, either one of them. These are rated for 2,500 pounds. My tractor can't pick up 2,500 pounds. So I think I'm safe there. I liked how it handled that debris in the backyard, that brush, and clean that little spot up back there. I believe something like this would be good, really good for my brother, my son-in-law, and somebody who has a farm who has to clean out hay out of stalls and things like that with a skid steer. I think this would be actually fantastic. It's going to be helpful, very helpful around the farm. Like I said, I don't have a grapple, so this is going to be helpful around my homestead here. Farm, factory, I could see lots of uses for this. Is it a substitute for pallet forks? No, because you know, pallet forks are intended to pick up pallets. They have 2 slot pockets, and there's 5 pins here. But it is very capable of picking stuff up. Now, don't overwork this thing. I don't want to beat up my bucket, so I'm not going to overwork it. I'm sure I'm pretty hard on equipment. I'm sure I'll get some pretty good dents, but right, it just scratched the paint up. There's nothing here yet. What else I like about it, it's tool free. Now, I don't know if I've already leaned on this a little bit and just slightly started twisting this little 1/4-inch bolt. That's easy. This is all they use is a little threaded rod here for tighten it down. And I went to refund it the other day, I guess it was yesterday. I put it on and I slightly bent it. These are jam nuts, so you get her down, nice flat spot. Then you can cinch it down more with crescent wrench if you so chose. Very happy. I wouldn't hesitate on buying one of these. Garvee was kind enough to send us a code, Big 10, just like the conference, Big 10, BIG 10. I'll put it in the description down below as well. And all the pertinent links for this, where you can get this. You'll get a 10% discount if you use that code. Full transparency, they sent me this to try it out around the farm. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be handy. It's going to have its uses. It's not going to replace, like I said, a grapple. But if you don't have one, it's going to work out pretty well for me, I think. So we will see what time tells, but I wouldn't be afraid of buying this even for the $236.99 that it's currently on Amazon. Plenty cheap enough. It seems like it held up, and you saw me, I beat it up a little bit there. A couple times it was a little harder than I wanted to hit into the pile, but it's going to work out. What I envision using this for is what you saw me using this for with the Firewood rounds, those big rounds on the ground. Now, exactly like I said, if this was all the way out to the end, this would be fantastic for picking up firewood rounds without having a firewood bucket. This kind of takes the place of the bucket. You can shake it and get the debris out, you know, the dirt if you scoop any up, which I kind of forgot to do because I was scooping up lots of dirt. Yeah, I could have just bang, 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 bounced it back and forth. Probably most of the dirt would have fallen off. So guys, the Garvee debris forks, here you go. You'll probably see them around here quite a bit more often. Take care. We'll see you.